What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Lifestyle by Success, hosted by yours truly, Herv Gotti. Right now, I'm over here at La Tienda. You know, that's the vibes, man. Make sure you pull up on us. But this episode is a little different. You know, Boston. When you think of Boston, you think of, it being a city of champions. You think of, all the sports teams. You think of you think of Newberry Street. You think of bodega concepts and all these different boutiques and shops. The one thing that really resonates with my heart that I really wanted to shine some light on is all the dope creatives and talent in the city. It being March and also Women's History Month, I thought I'd take a different approach. I thought it was really important for me to show you guys some amazing women within my network that I thought it was important who are from the Boston area that we should show you guys today. And so today I'll be introducing you guys and just highlighting a few women that have been killing it in their respective fields. So yeah, pay attention, show them some love, and definitely jot down some notes because we got some dope people. What's going on, guys? I'm over here at Melinda's Beauty with the big dog, also known as Crowned by Her. She's one of the leading ladies in the cosmetology beauty field. So yeah, we're just gonna get it started. Crowned by Her. Where does that name exactly come from? I noticed that whenever I see this pink crown, I know it's you. Where does Crowned by Her come from?
Okay, so I decided to start, this hairstyling company, and I was just looking on Instagram, looking for just ideas of what to call it. I'm big on women having respect for themselves, women carrying themselves with grace, respect. That's a big thing for me. So that's how I came up with the whole queen concept. So I decided to call the crown part of it crown.
Yep.
And then, you got to put the by something. And I'm really a shy person, and I don't like to be out there. So I said by her instead of by Melinda, so nobody would know who it is yet.
Okay.
So it just turned out to really be a nice combination, Crowned by Her. I feel like it's different. There's a lot of crown buys, whatever, but there's a lot of buy whatever the name is, but there's no by her.
Right. Well, the name on Instagram is dope. I love dope names. You already know my IG name. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But you're killing it on the socials. I think you have about 50,000 followers. 60,000. Excuse me. Forgive me. Thank you for correcting me. Can you just go into detail about some of your accolades, like some of your, places you've seen your work, or just some of your biggest wins thus far?
Well, first, celebrities I worked with, mostly popular social influencers. I haven't had any A-list or anybody like that yet, but I've done Easy Treasy, Just Hilarious, Miracle Watts.
Okay, nice.
Raven, the model, the
Raven
Ivy.
Tracy.
Yes.
I love her.
Sweetie. That was my favorite.
I love her.
I'm missing one more person, but Sweetie.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I love her.
That's it right there. Sweetie gets the cake. Super, super dope. Is there anywhere that you hope to see your work, or people that you'd love to work with in the future?
I'd love to see my work on, some award ceremonies like BET, or at least maybe the Grammy, something like that. I'd love to work with some celebrities like City Girls is really hot right now. Nicki Minaj. Those are the two people on my list right now that I'd love to work with.
Yes. So, Melinda, you were killing it over quarantine. I was really glad to see that didn't stop you. I know it kind of put a dent in your plans for a little bit, but I noticed that you were doing an online class. What was that class about?
Okay, so I actually opened a whole academy, so it's not just one class.
Oh, it's the academy.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
It's academy. Okay.
Yes.
So there's a couple classes on there. So I started off with one class. It was a curling course because I know everybody loves my curls.
Yes.
I do this certain style that everybody loves. So I was like, damn, it was time for me to hustle. I had to find something to do to make some income. So I was like, you know what? I got a cameraman. I got a model real quick. It happened like within like 3 days. I was like, let's all come here. Let's set this up, get this class together. And it was a success. Like, it was really good. Like, I gotta give it to myself. Like, a lot of people, everybody loved it. I haven't had any complaints. Like, it's to the point where even though it's an academy and I'm basically the teacher, you could ask me. Like, I open up a chat room for everybody to ask me questions.
Yes.
Nobody asks questions because the video is so thorough. It's so, like, I didn't bullshit on it at all. Like, everybody learned. Everybody is happy with it, which is great. So I made the money, yes, but everybody got what they paid for. And I was able to stay afloat during the pandemic.
Fire.
And I'm still doing it. I'm filming a class next week.
Yes. 2
classes actually to add to the academy. So it's great. Like, it was a great thing for me to do. It started off as a way for me to just make some income, but I love it. And it's a good thing to have, residual income.
Fire.
Money in my sleep.
Killer. This is why we love our ladies, man. We love our killer ladies. Women's History Month, we got ladies really creating history and new history for us to dawn upon and look back on and really appreciate. So definitely tap in with Melinda, tap in with Crown by Her on IG, and on to the next killer. Let's go. Ambrosia, thank you so much for meeting with me today. Super excited to talk about you and all the great things you're doing in the city. So could you just talk to us, who exactly is Ambrosia?
I'm Ambrosia. I am an artist. I'm a mother. I am, I guess you could say, an activist and supporter of all things Black and feminine and amazing. Yeah, pretty much like a quick little synopsis. I am a visual artist. I paint, I do illustration, and just a creative genius, if you will.
Absolutely. All the amazing work you got in here. Wow. So clever.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That's super dope. Obviously, you know, you've been doing a lot of killer stuff in the city, a lot of dope collaborations. You know, obviously I've been creeping on your social media, so I've been, you know, I'm hip, I'm aware. So one of those great accolades that you've done is with BT, but could you just like fill us in a little bit more with that and like tell us about some other partnerships and collaborative efforts you've done?
Yeah, so my BET partnership was kind of one of my bigger projects. Thank you. So basically they have a BET Air program where they feature an artist for a week to kind of take over their social media. Mm-hmm. So they just highlighted me, my work, my journey. That was super, super cool. Just seeing the different types of visual artists and then just getting all the support from the people around me in the comments and sharing and just excited for me. So that was really dope. I did Ace Hood and Sheila Marie, his wife Sheila Marie. We did some meditating Santa hoodies 2 years in a row that completely sold out each time, which is really, really dope.
They're dope ass
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've done Night Shift Brewing. It's a pretty big beer company in Massachusetts, New England. I did a Black Lives Matter beer can with them. That was another pretty dope project. I am currently still on ICA, the Institute of Contemporary Arts visual, like their virtual market online. So when you go over there, there's like a little directory of Black artists and not Black artists, but just different creatives in the city, which is really dope.
I just got a membership for ICA like last night.
Yes.
Yeah, I just signed up. I was
So,
like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm on it. Yeah.
I did some voter t-shirts with this company, Phenomenal.
Yes.
Those were huge, completely sold out. Really, really dope. And then also, I've done a lot of work and a lot of collaborations with the people in my city as well.
Of course.
Kickback Boston, I've done work with them. Keisha Monet, the Monet Experience, I've done work with her.
Shout out to Keisha.
Shout out to Keisha
Shout
Monet.
out to Keisha, man.
Nails by Sadiddy.
Yes.
The collaboration hoodie.
I love me some Sadiddy.
I love me some.
I love me
Shout
some
out to
Sadiddy.
Sky.
I love Sadiddy, man.
Yes, so we collaborated on these hoodies.
Yes.
You know, so if you see them, support. They're from us. I also am currently working with Emerald City. They are a Black-owned plant shop. They're actually about to. Yeah, they're about to open up a plant, like an actual physical location in the city. I don't know exactly where, but yeah, somewhere in Boston. They're gonna open up a new shop. I'm working with them for some illustrative work. I've worked with WGBH on a project for Black History Month. I work closely with Chantel Mayo. She has a event planning business.
No, Chantel Mayo, that's Gerard Mayo's wife.
Yes.
Yep.
She has sorry. Keisha, I'm sorry, I'm having this.
Keisha! Event planning business.
Yes, an event planning business.
Yes.
So the graphics, we've done like, wedding logos and small things of that nature. So yeah.
Yo, that is like super amazing for you to be doing all this and like, I love when people are not busy but productive. To be productive is like, it's to be blessed. Like busy work is, I don't know what that is about, but productivity is everything. So shout out to you. I've noticed that aside from art, you've taken on some new endeavors. Like I know you're doing the collaborative hoodies with Nails by Sadiddy. But also I noticed that you have some other stuff going on with, what is it, Her Homegirl?
Yes, Homegirl Sense is a business that I just started with my best friend, Kayla J.
Shout out Kayla.
Shout out to Kayla J.
Shout out to Kayla
my
J.
best friend, my soulmate, everything. We started this business kind of to support Black women in self-care and just to kind of contribute to Black women having ease and comfort and contributing just little details in your day. You're, got your little bath going, drinking your wine, or somebody smelling candles, self-care, and just feeling good, your space. So these candles are completely handmade. Right now we have 3 scents. We are coming with scents. I'll give y'all a little secret. Our next product is actually going to be a room spray. So it's coming very soon. It's dropping this month. So I'm really excited about this. We got a lot of love. We dropped this on March 1st and it sold out in 2 hours.
Wow.
So yes, the love has been great.
That's dope as hell, man.
Yes.
So Ambrosia, your name is unique. Your artwork is unique. People like me and all these hundreds of subscribers, they want to know, how did you get started? Like, what was that moment that you were like, I got it. I got something.
So I got started I've always kind of been like a creative. My daughter's gonna be 6 in a few weeks, so I was pregnant. I was working in a job that had no service. I was always like reading and like sketching.
The job had no service?
The job had no service.
Or you didn't have service. Your service.
Nothing. So they had no like reception at the job. So I started sketching and I put up some sketches on Twitter and they were just going crazy. People were hitting me up, asking to do tattoos, and I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What is happening? I don't know. What?
Something new.
Right. And somebody asked me to make a painting. I've never painted a portrait before. This is going on 7 years ago, and I'm just like, okay. So I literally Googled the most expensive paints, the best paints to use. I made the painting, and I was waiting for her to come pick it up from my house. So we go, I have like a little game night at my house, and my friends come over, and my friend's like, oh my God, where'd you get this? Taking a picture of it, going crazy. And I'm like watching her, and she's like, where'd you buy this? And I'm like, I made it. And she started crying, like tears. Like, and I'm like, I'm a very like spiritual person. So when that happened, I'm like, okay, something's happening. Something's brewing. This is God. This is something. So after that, everything just kind of took off into love, and I've been very blessed to have the support, the love, the recognition, the projects, and just I think what's kept me kind of like, okay, what can I do next? How can I go even harder? Is just a lot of my work surrounds, and like I said, it's, I guess you could say like just feminist, like Black. I've
noticed there's a lot of like women's strength, empowerment, like we're here to be seen and
body positivity, supporting, you know, different hair types, sexual freedom, just women. Can I swear? Can I curse?
Yeah,
okay.
Swear,
women, just encouraging women to do whatever the fuck they want. That's like my thing. Like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So all of my projects and collaborations have been blessings. They've been very, very good to me. But I feel like the times where I feel the most powerful in my work and what I do is DMs. Like, I really felt this and this really touched me, and I'm just such a huge fan from people that I don't know, people I've never met, and being able to kind of connect with another woman because we share the same, a lot of the same parts of our stories are similar. And
sisterhood is very, very, very important. It is.
It's such a good, it's such a strong part of my life, and I'm raising my daughter to appreciate and to love and to embrace those same values. So yeah.
Wow, that is so amazing. I feel like your devotion and your women empowerment, and it all speaks through your work. I noticed that you want people to become their best self and to truly, just do what they want to do. And be strength speaks through your work, and I love that. That's what you're all about. Thank you today for sharing your time with me. I learned some new things about you that I didn't before. So yeah, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
What's going on, guys? I'm over here with the big dog in the city, Jilda, also known as Style by Jilda today. All right, now, Jilda, can you please tell these wonderful people, the audience, who is Jilda?
I am a personal stylist here in Boston. I serve the New England area. I'm helping everyday men and women portray who they want to be and what they want to look like on the outside. So I'm helping with personal style and confidence.
Wow. So Jilda, thank you for that introduction to who you are. It's really exciting to actually finally meet you, because I've been following you on social media for like several months, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like she's so dope. I just want to like talk to her and have a conversation.
Yes.
So it's great to have you here. For myself, I want to know, how did you get started? Like, I know, for me, when it comes to like fashion and like image consulting and marketing, it was all, friends FaceTiming me, like, oh, what should I wear? Or, me winning best dressed since 8th grade. So it was different pinnacle moments like those that kind of set it in stone for me that I know what I'm doing. So how did you get started?
Okay, so how did I get started? I thought I was going to be doing something completely different. I went to school, and then I ended up getting into restaurant management, and I thought that's where I was going to end up, but it just wasn't enough for me. I had this passion for fashion and style, and so I started blogging. Got on Instagram, Facebook, had my own blog, and then I said, you know what, I'm going to freelance with someone in Boston. After I realized that I could probably style, I started getting that itch. And then after working with her for a few years, I decided I would go off on my own and just kind of do my own thing. I never thought it was possible, but I started my own business, named it after myself, Style by Jilda, and the rest is history.
Now, Jilda, I noticed over quarantine, you really, really, really got in your bag when it came to you know, revamping people's images, their closets, and kind of, you know, throwing away those pieces that you don't really need. Do you have any like specialized clients that you've worked with, any accolades that you received for your work? I noticed a blog had posted you for some kind of award. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, I was awarded Best of Boston 2020, and now you guys know that 2020 was a crazy year, so it came as a surprise and just exciting news when I got that email from Boston Magazine. It was around July, around my husband's birthday, which made it even more special. And then I was awarded it like right on my birthday. So it was just a great end of the year surprise, and I just felt really good. So after that, it was just off and running. It just took off. I even bumped into Herb around this time, and you kind of inspired me a little bit to just boost it up a little bit and do more and really find my voice on social media and all other platforms and really tell my story and get my clients, but also my followers to get to know me.
From revamping closets to revamping images to winning accolades and awards. Gilda, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Absolutely, it was my pleasure.
Yes. Super happy to be able to tell your story today. And again, thank you for your time. On to the next winner. Oh, hello. Whoa, hello. All right. Yes, lovely. Aku, thank you so much for having me here today. I've heard so many dope things from the ladies in the area over in Boston about you, so I was super excited to come here and meet you myself. So thank you for creating this space. The audience and the people, they want to know, who is Aku?
So, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you, Herb, for taking your time and come over here in your busy schedule to see humble us. So who's Aku? I'm gonna try to summarize it because Aku is like a lot of stuff involved behind, but mainly because of Bold Skin Babe. I am the owner and CEO of Bold Skin Babe, and Bold Skin Babe is a day spa that cater for our Black queens and kings and people with color and people that understand the skin. When you walk in, you feel like you're comfortable to get your skin well taken care of. Aku is also a model. So on my previous life, still sometimes you know, get here and there, some photo shoot here and there, and we got 2 billboards that we did with Black Girl Sunscreen. But the main thing is Aku equal to Bold Skin Babe, and Bold Skin Babes is for our community. Then Aku equal to the community, and I'm here for it.
Yes. Aku, that intro was it was amazing, so amazing, and just in the first few minutes of this interview, I learned so much. Now, for me, seeing the space, it's gorgeous, and I can tell you manifested a lot to get here. So, when it comes to Bold Skin Babe, could you just tell us, how did you get started? How did this all come about? Bold Skin Babe, such a marketable name.
So, how we end up the Bold Skin Babe? We're gonna backtrack a little bit. My first business was Bold Lashes Babe, which is a lashes business. When I started doing lashes, I wanted a lash that represent, and I wanted to add a little touch on the queens and then on our beauty. So especially for also women that have no hair, because I don't got hair, as you can see. So I wanted to add something that would pop up. So I had my lashes business, and I was calling it Bold Lashes Babe. And then from there, I have a couple of lashes named from Michelle Obama, Amarella Negra, Lupita Nyong'o. At that time, when I launched my business, we had the Wakanda. And then from there, I started dipping more into beauty, and then I found out, okay, like you have to get your license to be able actually to do the lashes extension. So I went to aesthetic school, And when I went there, I realized that there was a lot of colonizer there. Sorry, but I have to say that.
No, it is what it is. Facts are facts.
Exactly. And then most people that were our skin tone, they just wanted to do makeup and not like focus on actual skincare. So that was puzzling. It was like, why you want to go on the beauty and like don't want to do the skin, because makeup and skin are the same. If you have a good skin, you don't need makeup.
Precisely.
You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then as I went to school, I started doing, you know, a little bit here, give facial here and there, and then things start picking up. In Boston, as you know, there's not that much of a black esthetician.
Yes.
So that name started picking up. Oh, there's a black esthetician on Boylston Street, like she does facial, blah, blah, blah.
That's what I heard. That.
Exactly. And then one time it went viral on Twitter, and then that was it. Like my calendar get booked since last year until this year. And then since then we'll be doing great, taking care of like, you know, people would come in here with their concern and frustration, and then we can take care of their skin, not only the skin part too, you know, because sometimes it's also the spirit part that we take care of.
Absolutely.
Sometimes people come in with the stress of the world, they come in here and vent with us. We can relate.
Wow.
We can understand what they're talking about. Sometimes people, my clients who came here with their head already shampooed, like deep condition, and like we know how to handle that while they're getting their face. So if you go somewhere else, you won't understand that. You know, you won't understand that concept of having like a different skincare or a different hair texture and be able to get your skin taken off. So that's how Bold Skin Babe come out, and then until like since then we keep on chugging, you know, getting a little bit up in there.
Yeah, that's what it's about, man. It's dope.
So we here.
That's super dope. And so many people in Boston have talked about you, and I've just never. I'm on Newbury Street all the time. All my friends know I'm out here, whether it's getting sushi at, you know, up the street, or like just going to my friends at Sneaker Junkies. I'm always around this area. Now, I know like collaborations are big, especially right now, whether it's in the footwear industry, fashion, anything. Can you tell us about some of your like placements or like accolades that you've received while you've been on your journey of like creating this huge empire called Bold Skin Babe?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would say the first accolade that I have is having this huge community that supports Bold Skin Babe, because I feel like if it wasn't that community that supports me, I would not be here. So I think that's one of my major accolades that I had. And also, you know, being on the model at the first time, also you already established some names and people know you from that, and then you add the beauty on top of it. It gets you where you're gonna get a little bit faster. We just did a billboard with Black Girl Sunscreen that was featured in DC, and a couple of years we had like a billboard in New York at Times Square too, and that was on my modeling. And usually my two esthetician that is in the back room, they tends to, I always flip it because I'm kind of like, you know, yeah, that's me. Like we have this Shuba magazine that I feature on the back, and I have a couple of, I always flip it down, and they're like, oh, flip it because everybody need to see that's you on the page.
That's so dope. Oh,
I'll be like, oh guys, that's what. So there's a lot, you know, that's happened during getting to the point that where Bold Skin Babe is, and I think it's all connecting from modeling to beauty, because when you say model is beauty and aesthetic, so I think it's all connected together. We did a long road, and I think more is coming up, and I can't wait to share it with my Bold Babe. I call it my Bold Babe because we both can babe.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Cool. Words can't truly describe how thankful I am for your time. It's been amazing to be around people who really walk the walk and talk the talk, and also empower people as they go. So thank you so much for your time. Again, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Sell all of them. I need all this for $10. Jesus. Guys, from dope artists to skincare to cosmetologists, Boston has it all. You gotta respect the creativity. You gotta respect the craft. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about the dope people Boston has and just how they do their thing. So make sure you tap in, make sure you continuously show the ladies love. But aside from that, I need a couple favors from you. Like, share, subscribe. Get in the comments, tell me what else you want to see. Shoot me a DM, follow me on social media. On Twitter, Herb Gotti. On IG, Success is my cologne. That's all. Peace out.